What's up, guys, and welcome back. Today, instead of moving on to the combat movement phase in our turn mini-series, I'm actually going to be talking about technology real quick. I decided that now is a good time to do it since we just mentioned it in the production phase video. So I'm going to talk about tech real quick during this video, and then in episode 8 we'll move on to the combat movement phase. Alright, let's go. You may recall from the production phase video that I mentioned that at the beginning of your turn, during the production phase, you roll for technology. Now, technology is a really cool part of this game. Adds a lot of flavor and a lot of variability that I think is pretty fun. So the way that tech is going to work is, as mentioned in the production phase video, you get one tech roll per major factory that your major power owns at the beginning of each of your turns. And the way that the tech is going to work is, so for each of your tech rolls, you're going to choose one of these 16 lovely techs. I'm not going to go through what each of these techs are. That is some very, very interesting literature that I'm going to let you fine scholars handle on your own time. I'm just going to go through how it works and how to obtain each of these techs. So what you're going to do is you're going to have one die per major factory that you own at the beginning of your turn. You're going to choose which tech you want. So let's say here the British player is going for advanced artillery. So at the start of the game, at least in 1936, in 1939, some countries start with certain techs. I'm just talking about 1936 in this particular video. So our British player is going to go for advanced artillery because he wants it. And he needs it, and he desires it desperately. Okay, so what he's going to do is he's going to, so you'll see here these numbers, 7+, that means he's going to roll a die. If he rolls a 7+, he can move on to that stage. So I'm going to roll this die, and I'm going to hit a 7+. Psych. There it is. I hit a 7+. So what the British player can now do is move up to stage 1. Congratulations to the British player. Now each turn, no matter how many rolls you get, you can only roll for a certain tech once. So say the German player has 5 tech rolls, which is pretty typical. Even though he has 5 tech rolls, he can only roll for advanced artillery once per turn. He's going to have to choose 4 other techs to roll for with those 4 other dice. And what you do is every turn, this British player is going to be rolling for advanced artillery because he needs it so desperately. And so he's going to keep on hitting them. Boop, boop, boop. And once you get to complete, you can immediately build advanced artillery that turn, which is cool. It happens during your production phase, so you roll for your technology. And if he hits advanced artillery and completes it, he can build advanced artillery the turn that he hits it. It's worth mentioning that you only get a tech roll per major factory if they are all undamaged. If you have a damaged factory, you have to repair it, and then you can roll for that tech. You can do that in the same turn. So if it's damaged, you just repair the damage and then roll for your tech in the same turn. You just have to make sure that you actually pay the money to repair the damage. You can't be rolling tech for a damaged factory. Last thing to mention is you cannot go past stage 2 of a tech until July of 1939. So if the British player hits his first 2 rolls for advanced artillery, boop, boop. Well, now he's only in July of 1937. He's got to wait until July of 1939 until he can move on to stage 3 of advanced artillery. Poor guy. And that is pretty much how tech works in this game. I really like the way they did it. It's fun, it's easy, and it really adds another layer of excitement to the game. I mean, all of them, 1 through 16, are cool techs that you want to get. And so it makes an interesting decision every game, you know, deciding what route you want to go down. All right, I'll see you guys next time for combat movement. I know I said that in the last video. Deal with it. Love you guys.